Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been going on in my life. Today it was a bit, I don't know, lots of ups and downs. I think a lot of procrastination on my end because basically I needed to work on my work summary, which is a document that is necessary for my promotion. And I think it's the things that are, I guess, the most important that that I tend to put off just because of the, I don't know, there is this fear of not being good enough, of not doing something well enough, and like um, I don't know, it just keeps me away from doing these things, like addressing them head on. So I mean, I rested today quite a bit, but I also procrastinated quite a bit. So, but yeah, I decided that like in the evening it's like 3:30 a.m. So I stayed up, like I've been working for the past 2 hours on it. Just basically putting everything in the same document, like getting a list of all of the things that I've done. I think since I joined the team, and trying to have like just putting everything together, and like all of the feedback that I've gotten, all of the anecdotes that I've gotten from people, you know, praising my work. That's one thing. It has not been easy because it's like a hard process, and I'm not done. I mean, the reason that I'm like I needed to get this done is because I'm gonna have a one-to-one with my manager tomorrow morning to discuss this, and I promised him that I would have more or less ready for review version of this work summary so that we can start reaching out to the people who can give me feedback for the promotion. And like the way that I guess he wants to do it is by having a work summary ready, and he can start messaging people and telling them, hey, here's the work summary, and that way they know how like what are my contributions and like in which projects they are concerned, I guess, with the contributions, just so that they can phrase, I think, their feedback in the right way. So yeah, that's not an easy process, honestly, uh, especially for me. It's like I know, like I think I asymmetrically allocate all of my energy to doing the work, but then don't spend enough time documenting it. So that's something that I'm like I mean, somewhat I have some feedbacks obviously from the events and things like this that I remember to document, but it's hard to put words into those things. So so yeah, I think I'm gonna call it off. I'm gonna call it a night today. So I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I think not tomorrow, but like in a few hours, probably like about 3 hours. I think I'll just take a sleep, a nap, just to rest for a bit, and then I will hopefully go at it. Like try to just put all of those ideas into place. So I guess what I've done today is just submit, in some sense, these ideas to my subconscious mind to work on. And yeah, like I really want to overcome these mental hurdles that I have with with doing the things that needed to be done, and actually the things that are the most important ones. And there's this, like, I was actually listening today to the podcast episode on the How I Write podcast by David Perel, and he had Stephen Pressfield on. And there's this quote, I think, from his work, from his book, The War of Art, which is on my to-read list, that says basically that the more you love something, the more resistance you're going to feel. Therefore, the more you need to do it. And a variation of that is this that's actually Stephen Pressfield himself said, is that self-doubt is a form of resistance. And the more resistance you feel to something, the more certain you can be that you have to do it. So this is, I think, what I'm dealing with. All of the self-doubt and resistance to these things that I'm having trouble finishing. It's because I know that they're so important, and in some extent, like that somewhat gives me a mental block, so that I need to overcome. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how we can do it, but let's see. Yeah, this is so I love staying up up until this time. I get to think and just somewhat in an unconstrained way where I don't have at the back of my mind. Um, like I'm not feeling bad at the back of my mind for thinking because it's outside of my office, like my work hours, but this is the time when I'm actually able to do my best work, and it just takes me back to the time when I was a student where the night was my friend. And so yeah, I think I do my best deep work in the night, or maybe yeah, I'm not really sure honestly. Like I have to have more rigorous testing of this statement, because it is true that some, like, when on days where I just wake up and get to work on the things that I love and that I think are interesting, I am also able to have like maybe better quality deep work. But I don't know, there is this magic to the night that I have this freedom and this whole world of possibilities opens up. And this is just a feeling that I've always had, especially in my studies. It's like the night would always give me this intense feeling of hope and excitement. I was just like, I always used to put on music and like just dance around. Even though like I'm not the most efficient, or yeah, I'm not the most efficient, I would say that this is when I allow my brain to wander and like just do my deep thinking. And it's just moments that I really treasure. These moments with myself in deep thought that honestly I think bring me the most joy. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it a night right now, so that I can wake up, like get some rest. I mean, it's not gonna be really long rest, and that's okay. Get rest and then get ready, uh, like for those early hours of work. Probably assisted with some caffeine, but yeah, it's like I'll just do what it takes to get this through the line, because now that I've reframed the fact that getting promoted is my responsibility, is not something to be ashamed of, is my responsibility to all of the young women and kids that I want to inspire. So I mean, sounds cheesy, I know, uh, but yeah, there's this thing that women like. I mean, at least I do feel bad about wanting to like get promoted and things like this, because it does not feel like. I mean, it's harder for, I guess, women to say that they want to be successful and things like this. And so basically reframing it as an act of service will actually push me to follow through, because if like I think that all of the things that I do for myself, I am less likely to follow through on them, just because of the nature of who I am. Uh, and basically reframing these things that are important uh, in terms of how they will serve others, and my responsibility towards these other people that they will serve just allows me to push through like the action barrier and actually take action on those things. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do here. So yeah, I'm a bit tired, but yeah, I will just get some rest, and we'll get back to it in a few hours. Wish me luck. I know probably I will be destroyed for the rest of the day because of the lack of sleep, but let's see. Let's take it 1 hour at a time, and let's make sure that we have the right energy, uh, and yeah, I think like just taking a few hours of sleep will help me structure my thoughts. Now that I have more or less everything that I want to talk about on the same document, I just need maybe some more context around some projects, and need to find some write-ups, and I would probably use the internal version of, I mean, we don't have ChatGPT internally, but we have our own version of that, using our own models. So I will use that to help me improve my writing and make it more clear by just asking it more specific questions and things like this. So yeah, that's really all I had to talk about for today. Thanks a lot for tuning in. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, the one right before this one, or you can click here to watch my latest video on the channel overall. I hope you have a fantastic day, I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, night, whichever time of day it is, where you are right now. Bye for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.